What's up, guys? xSiin, and this is another installment of my nerdy commentaries because I'm a big nerd, and yeah. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about how teleportation can work, and a few other things if I get to it, but I'm going to start with teleportation. Recently, scientists have figured out how to teleport photon particles. Basically, what it is the quantum information is copied and essentially pasted as a replicant form in a secondary location. So there's two islands, and they'll have two photon particles that are quantum entangled. This is needed. So to teleport things, you need to have the particles quantum entangled, or else it can't work. They have to be quantum entangled. And so basically, there's a third photon particle that they'll have, and then what it is through the quantum entanglement, they will basically copy all the quantum information of the third photon particle and make a replication of it in the second location. So it'll go from one island to the next. When it is configured, reconnected in the second location, the original is destroyed. So essentially, it is teleporting. Technically, it's not, because it's not going through space. It is just being duplicated and re-put together basically in a different location. And the way this can work with humans is basically the same. We just need to figure out how to build a machine that can copy all of our quantum information, us being human, copy all our quantum information into the machine, and then basically send that information to a different location. So let's say all your information is copied in New York, and then it will be sent to France, and then basically it'll be reassembled and put together in France. So all your quantum information will pop up there, and your original form will be destroyed, and you'll reappear basically in France. That's how teleportation will work. And they're working on that right now because obviously they're teleporting photon particles and things like that. They just need to work on connecting larger things, because obviously there's more particles in a human than there are in a photon particle. So once we figure out how to do a mass quantum entanglement of the human body, then we can start teleporting ourselves. So yeah. Another thing I want to talk about teleportation is how I think it could give us brain damage eventually. I think the first few times we teleport and stuff, it'll be really awesome and stuff, and then we're going to learn that being reassembled in a different location through all our quantum information being entangled to a different location, I think eventually that's going to wear down on our brain, because you're being deassembled in one spot and then being reassembled in another spot, and if you do it over and over and over again, something has to eventually it's just not going to work right, or well, it probably will work right each time, but eventually it's just not, you're going to forget things and stuff because you're constantly being taken apart, put back together, copied, pasted all over the place, and it's gonna suck eventually. So if we do eventually start teleporting and stuff, which probably won't be in my lifetime, but hopefully, my suggestion would be don't do it over and over and over and over again. Just do it occasionally. Yeah, beam me up. Now I'm gonna talk about how quantum entanglement works, so we can how they teleport people, or how they teleport photon particles. Quantum entanglement is basically a connection between two quantum particles that have connected information. And so what it is say you have two spinning wheels. They have red and blue. And if they are quantum entangled, if one lands on red, the other will have to land on blue, no matter what. That's how quantum entanglement works. And so if we have humans quantum entangled, then that's how we'll be able to go from one location to the next, because if we have all the information in one spot and it's being deassembled, it will be reassembled in the other location because it's going to be the opposite. So that's how teleportation will work. Hopefully I didn't confuse you guys. I've explained this to other people, but I use bigger words, and I guess my bigger words confuse people. I've been That's what I try to do in my commentaries, not use like all the science terms and stuff, because most people struggle with that because they're it's a difficult subject to learn in the first place, like quantum entanglement and teleportation, and then when I start using science terms, then it's more confusing. So luckily, I haven't been doing that to you guys. I've just been saying it as best as I can to people that don't understand it. And sorry for all the background noise. There are construction workers outside. They are redoing the driveway to my house because it was kind of cracked and crap and stuff like that. And then my stupid dog won't shut up in the basement. Yeah, she's in a cage right now, and apparently she doesn't want to be in a... Well, both of them probably... Well, one's probably sleeping, but the other is obviously, if you guys can hear it, it will not shut the hell up. Now I'm going to talk about karma and how quantum entanglement proves karma to be wrong. Basically, karma has to work through quantum entanglement. That's the only way it would be possible. Basically, every human would have to be quantum entangled to begin with. That already is just the smallest chance possible, as I can think of, to have every human's particles connected. So every human has to be quantum entangled for karma to exist, but then this is where it cancels out. This is a double negative in the quantum realm. If everything has to be quantum entangled, the quantum world is so random, so you can't necessarily predict things. That's why Einstein started going crazy, because he couldn't deal with not being able to predict things, because based on his theory of relativity, he can basically predict things and know when things are going to happen, how it's going to happen. And in the quantum world, the atom world, that can't happen. Everything can happen at once. Everything can happen differently. Everything all over the place. It's random. You can't pick what is what. You can't know what's going to happen. And because for karma to exist, that would have to not be true. Because karma would have to have a A-B effect, where if someone does something bad, then it would have to, something bad would happen to that person. That can't exist, because in the quantum world, which would be needed for quantum entanglement to exist within the human connection, then it would not have to be random, and that's impossible. It can't not be random. So that cancels out the theory of karma. And even more on that, science is not based on feelings or emotions or things like that. So if you can't say, oh, well, that person did something bad, because science doesn't look at it that way. That is just an action. It doesn't judge or anything. It's just an action. It's an effect. It affects something. It does something, but it is not bad or good. It is just, something. It exists. That's all it is. So that's another reason why karma can't exist, because science does not base its how it works and stuff off of people's feelings. Or if this person made this one person upset, science doesn't go, oh, well, now we got to screw this person over. That's impossible. Along with, the quantum realm having to not be so random, that's also impossible. So karma does not exist. If you believe in karma, I'm sorry that I just proved your whole theory wrong, but it doesn't exist. So yeah, and I got an argument with one of my friends with this last night. He said he won't believe it until he sees it. Dude, I told you this last night, there's like 4 documentaries at least about quantum entanglement and how that works and stuff. If you guys want me to find links or something, then just message my YouTube and I will link you to some documentaries. Well, the best way to do it would be on Netflix, but maybe I'll look up and look for places where you can see more proof of it and how it works. But yeah, karma doesn't exist. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. Now I'm going to talk about the quantum realm a little bit more, and how what we see is it could be a figment of our imagination. The neurochemical pulses during dreams and stuff are the same as during our daily lives. So technically, that's why dreams seem so real, because everything seems real to us, because the neurochemical pulses are the same. Because of this, we don't necessarily know what's real. We think we know what's real, but technically we don't, because everything could be real to us. And everything could be fake, because all the pulses are the same. This brings up this is just a theory of me talking out of my ass right now at this point. Everything else I said was facts, But this is now just a thought process I had. Well, it's not necessarily a theory, it's more of just something I thought about. Basically, I'm so sorry about all the background noise. I'm talking louder now. But, so, basically, my thoughts are, could there be a multiverse, stacked within our, quantum parallel dreams? So, could our dreams have, like, yeah, because everything in the quantum world could happen, it can be different, random, and all that stuff. Can it be, since we don't know what's real, can our dreams be the real thing? Can our dreams have dreams, all that shit, that we don't know about because our mind doesn't go deep enough in the thought process? Because there could be so many multiverses stacked on top of each other within all the quantum realm and stuff, and all sorts of shenanigans happening all over the place that could be random and connected. And then we have dreams that are even another universe, technically, because our dreams can even have dreams. Have you guys ever had that? I've had dreams. I don't know how I didn't tell myself that. I really don't know. But have you ever had a dream, and then in the dream you're sleeping, and you had a dream in that dream? That would be another multiverse there. That would be a parallel within your mind. And I think that's just thinking about the quantum world connected to the dream world connected to our theory of the real world. I just think that's a really amazing thing to think about. Normal people, I guess, don't think about that stuff, but anyways, final score is 62-9, so bye guys.